Properly prepping your poodle?
Are you properly prepping your poodle?
I don't think you are.
When
Are you
you're
peppering
skinning
your
them
poodle?
for your meal? If you're not, you need to talk to us because we have these brand new poodle shears. Poodle shears will cut your poodle shearing process in half.
Half. Maybe a third. No, half. A half.
At least half.
Yeah, maybe
or
3/4.
some other fraction.
Could be 7/8.
You'll-
Welcome to another episode. 3-Minute Critics. I could be Eric.
I am definitely Tony.
I don't think so.
Today, on our 99th episode of 3 Minutes
99 Luft Balloons.
of 99 Luft Balloons, we're going to be reviewing a French film. French film.
French dressing.
You know where French films are from?
Italy.
Yep. This one actually happens to be from France. It's The Anomaly. And it's called How I Became a Superhero.
Oh, sounds enticing.
Yes, on Netflix, rated TV mature.
Michama.
This one stars Pio Marmaï,
Yes.
Vimala Pons,
Oh, really?
Swann, Arlaud,
You don't say.
and directed by Douglas Attal. Eric is going to take a moment
God.
and tell us what
moment?
this film is about.
It's Paris. It's 2020. Not your vision, the year. Superheroes are perfectly assimilated within society and enjoy a celebrity status.
Boy, there were a lot of sus
Yeah, a lot of
sounds in that
susses, yeah.
sentence.
So you got the superheroes apparently on every corner. But when an illegal drug...
There's nothing worse than superheroes on every corner.
I hate that. Yeah, they
It really angers me.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
It
What
becomes
happens
a problem.
what happens to the illegal drug?
What happens is there's an illegal drug that gives superpowers to just mortal beings.
That's lame.
And it surfaces in high schools and dance clubs. So a couple of lieutenants, Moreau and Schultzman, they're charged with the task of finding the syndicate boss who's in charge of this crazy illegal drug.
Scheme.
So with the support of two ex-superheroes,
Yes.
the two detectives do
Oh.
whatever it takes to dismantle
What
this
does it
trafficking. We're going to find out because it takes a whole lot.
But wait,
There's more. When Moreau's past, Detective Moreau's past resurfaces, the investigation becomes just a tiny bit more complicated. Actually, more than a tiny bit. It becomes very complicated.
What else is new? You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of complicated,
Let's put 3 minutes on the clock and complicate ourselves.
let's do it. Tony, please tell me your thoughts on how I became a superhero.
When this film starts, they're using some interesting tropes from old detective TV shows
Yes.
and films from like the 80s and 90s that I think work really well. They're playing some music that's kind of disco 80s-ish music. It's really interesting. It started to draw me in. I was like, oh, this is going to be kind of they're going to mess with our expectations as an audience here.
Because you figure it's a superhero movie, you're going to get a certain thing.
So, right, you figure that,
Yeah.
but then you're coming in and they're giving you this old detective show.
Yeah,
right?
almost like not quite film noir, but a little like
And not
old
quite
school,
Fish,
a little,
not quite Barney Miller,
little Dragnet, maybe. Yeah.
Not quite. No, not that old.
Not that old.
But then what happens is they fall, most unfortunately, into the traps of the superhero films, and I feel like this.
What traps are those?
Well, like they did have the bad CGI with the super. I didn't like the CGI.
Really?
I didn't like the way the story progressed. I felt like it became very predictable. Once I knew what was going on, once I could see what they were doing, I was like, okay, I got this. And that was what they gave me. What did you think?
Yeah, no. I think most superhero films are this very predictable sort of thing. You get the crash, bang, boom. It's nothing but action sequence after action sequence. I actually like the visual effects in this. I thought some things they did in here were really good.
There were a couple that were
and
good
here's
when they
the
used
thing.
the real fire.
Without giving anything away, the storyline here is really very much about this whole... they're superheroes in society, and then this drug comes out
Just
that
like me.
just like he's
Superhero in society.
That's what we call him often. But
That's a drug.
it's this drug that allows just anybody. It's like buying some drug on the street corner. It allows
Right.
you for a short period of time to become a superhero.
Have some powers.
It's very enticing, but. We can't divulge it, but it's at a very high cost. Let's
You
just say.
slowly start to find out how that's happening,
Right,
and what they're doing to create those drugs.
Right, and I think the characters here, the detectives, especially Moreau, he's got some little twists and turns in what his background is about. He's the one investigating this.
Didn't like it.
And I think it was really good.
Typical.
There's too much
snoozy.
There was actually a story here.
And it wasn't good.
No, it was. It was a story about superheroes that you don't usually see. It's usually this like schmaltzy sort of like.
Yes, but this was so predictable, Eric.
But it was fun, even though it was predictable.
I didn't find it fun. I didn't find. You know, the only thing that was fun was looking at the female cop because she was awesome and cute.
Both of those things, and very well played for that part. I think I think they had the idea down really.
You're really horny.
Wow. I got nothing. I can't add to that.
Nor should you have
I don't want
anything.
to.
Nor
No.
should you have anything.
I'm not.
You shouldn't hold anything.
I stop here.
I'm going to say that it's time, based on the horn sound, to rate this film on a 5-star scale.
That's 5 stars.
5-star scale. Okay. Eric, what do you give this film based on? I think you're going to like it. You liked it.
Yeah, I don't think this is your typical superhero film that you're used to from DC, Marvel, all that. And hey, if you like that, you might still like this.
I don't like that to begin with, so maybe that's my problem.
But this has a real backstory to it, and it has a story that develops all the way along. It's not just all about the action sequences, which is usually what takes me out of a superhero movie. Mm-hmm. Now, I would have actually given this a higher rating, but I thought there was quite a bit of cheese at the end.
What kind of cheese? You mean there was fromage at the end?
There was heavy. I would say it was like a Gruyere. It was like maybe a Gouda.
A Gouda,
and not a Gouda.
And there was cheese because it became more typical superhero-y.
Yes, but it didn't throughout the rest of the movie. Most of the movie I thought was a departure from what you would get from a normal superhero movie, and it was actually inviting to me. But I got to take a little bit off just because of the fromage, the cheese at the end.
Very curious.
So I give it 3.5 out of 5 stars. 3.5 out of 5 cheese wedges.
We're not that far off.
Okay, then...
we're not that far off.
What do you think I was going to give this 5 cheese wedges?
How many cheese wedges shall I give this film?
I want to know.
I feel like it was predictable. Once I figured out what was going on, which is very early in the film, because they kind of tell you, you kind of get some hints about how this is all happening and what's going on with the drugs on the street. And how it's related to the supervillain.
Which is very important.
Once that's figured out, I didn't feel like really anything developed. We didn't get a decent relationship between the two cops. That didn't develop enough.
Interesting enough.
It wasn't interesting.
There was the cheese at the end for that. Yeah.
Yeah, there was the cheese at the end for that. I did not like that.
So Swiss.
Oh, yeah, the end.
Yeah, so Swiss.
Very fromagey. So for me, this film was 2.5.
Whoa!
Stars.
Okay, well...
I give it a half. 2.5.
Half, okay.
It's not that bad. We're not that far apart. No, half. You know why?
Why?
We don't have the graphics for 7/8.
We don't. Yeah, so we can't. But he wouldn't give it 7/8 anyways.
No.
It's kind of hard to tell. If you're into superhero films, this is not your typical superhero film.
If you're into cute French detective girls, check this one out. Because she's really cute.
Yeah. Or you could just watch cute detective French girls, and I think that's on like Amazon Prime or something.
I was a big fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, of this film. For that reason. But the film itself, 2.5 stars.
Well, all this talk of fromage makes me want to go get a little like cheese platter.
All right. Yeah. Or a charcuterie
plate. Yeah. We might go get a little.
That's
meat,
French, right? That's French.
A little meat, cheese, and bread.
Yes.
Pons.
A little brie, cheese, some pain.
Oh, we're going to get a little bit of all of that. A little bit of all of that. But that means we're out of time for this review. But we thank you so much.
You're out of time.
Yeah, so much. Thank you so much. So much for watching. Please.
I'm not that grateful.
More of this? You want to see more?
I'm not that grateful.
I am. He's not. Doesn't matter.
No.
We would love for you to subscribe.
If you want to see more.
See down there?
Don't even subscribe.
No.
Don't subscribe.
Ring the bell. Please ring the bell. Am I ringing? Is this ringing the bell?
No, you're milking a cow. But you don't even have to. You know what? Don't even subscribe. That's where I'm at right now. That is where I'm at right now. I don't even care if you subscribe.
Clearly not taking his medication. But he will by the time we do this again. And when we do it again, you'll love it so much more.
No, you won't.
But until next time, we are the
3
Minute
Critics.
I feel like we out of wine. That's bad.